mill, the English mill, you know, pattern over here. He patterned it after the English mills in England. Another thing that the English, when they brought the mill workers from England over here, they brought their union with them too. And, they weren't any dummies. And they settled down north, and where Bowensville is, Mechanicsville. That's why it's called Mechanicsville, because that's these guys were called mechanics. The guys that fixed the looms, fixed the spinning machines, and operated the spinning machines.
Hence the name.
Hence the name. But this is a very unique city because we have two rivers. We have a river that powered the mills, and then another river that transport finished goods to market. And not too many places have that. Plus all the ample water supply that we have. Watuppa Pond. Watuppa Pond was just one pond at one time. And what another interesting is how the mill owners controlled the river. They set up a Quequechan River water board that actually controlled how much water. Like these guys would be charged for the amount of water that they use coming out of the Quequechan River because they own the Quequechan River. And anything that's any mill that's set up in a floodplain, they had to pay the mill owners, the original 6 or 7 mill families, to operate in the floodplain of the Quequechan.
So about the sewage system that used to empty into this river, I see there's still some floating trash. Is it storm drains that's still coming in here?
That's from where when you come in from behind the park, stuff blows in from the river, from the highway. But a lot of people use that. There's an area right behind the highway police department. I teach a class in Fall River history for the 21st century. It's an after-school program for 5th graders, and I've been doing it for 10 years. And since they initiated the CSO, the combined sewer overflow, this river has changed remarkably. It has really cleaned up, and that was, I know everybody complains about the CSO and how much it costs, but boy, it really cleaned up this river. And if you go online, Stephanie Corey, who's a local historian, put together a video on the river back in the 1900s. If you go to the Keeley Library at Durfee, go online, punch in Keeley Library, it'll come up photo slides of the Quequechan River back in the 1900s, when the river actually went through the whole city. And you can see how it was just a sewer. I mean, nothing grew in this area. No plants, no animals, nothing.
I used to play in that water fill behind.
Oh yeah.
Behind, wow, it was yellow as urine.
Yeah. And it was just a tough. You know, they would dump their chemicals in the river. What they would do is they take the river, they pump water out of the river and turn it into steam, and then the steam would condense, and they would put that back in the river as hot water. And that's what killed the plants and animals, was the temperature, just like they did at Brayton Point. That's what those big cooling towers are for. When they pump water out of there to operate, to make electricity for the boilers and the steam turbines, now they have to cool it before they put it back in the water because it was killing the fish in Mono Bay. No regulation. There's a railroad bridge here. My dad worked on the railroad, and I go to the other side.
I was a mill worker at the Granite Mill No. 1 back in the 1870s. A lot of people died that day, and the owners were never blamed or held accountable for their actions. There was not enough safety precautions in the building. The safety equipment was all outdated, and the carelessness that happened that day caused a lot of people to lose their lives, which is very sad. It caused over 40 people to lose their lives that day due to the fire. There was no fire escapes, and a lot of people had to jump from the building because they couldn't make it out. And afterwards, the town and the unions tried to sue the owners, so that way they could get some reparations for the families. But the owners were found unaccountable and were insured for all of their damages.
Wow.
Is the birds. Oh, the birds.
Oh, the ducks, yes.
My name's Mary Wright. I've got 13 brothers and sisters at home. I'm 14 years. I started working in the mills when my pa got sick last winter. He works 11 hours, walks 25 miles a day or more. It really hurt his pride to let his daughters go to work. He's supposed to be the man of the house, and for a whole winter, he couldn't hardly get out of bed. The union he managed came to our aid though, and helped us out with what little they could spare. I'm on strike right now, and it's real rough for us womenfolk. We gotta work long hours, sometimes longer than the men, because we're always fighting to prove our worth to the mule spinners. And loads of them don't even value us any. My little sister Ginny too works sometimes when my ma lets her. She's only 8, but she's not even the youngest here. And she's great on her feet. She fixes the loom when the lines break or when we need more yarn. There's only one of her and there's loads of us. She works 11 hours, just the same as us weavers. If you're wondering why I got these claws in me frock and a loaf of bread on the pike, well, it's because of those dirty knobsticks what trying to take down our strikes. Me pa used to be part of the spinners union, but with the blacklisting, he was forced to give up his union rights and go back to work. We've had a hard enough time fighting here in America, but pa turning against his own union really did us in. It really hurt his heart to turn his back on his own men. It could be the death of him. He really hadn't been the same since. He takes pride in the name we got slapped on our backs. Us Lancashire folks ain't called greenhorns for being level-headed, and time's about right for us showing our horns. Some of the men around here say women and children are cheap labor and we're easily coerced, but they ain't met me and Ginny. We won't stop until they treat us better. Besides, us women folks are the only ones fighting back and jeering the lot on. It ain't the drinkers and fighters, but that ain't so. There's proper gentlemen, the lots of them. So they keep off the streets and keep the reporters out of a story. It ain't what they say, just so you're aware. Us greenhorns are heading up the strike and we ain't holding none. Sorry, I must be getting to the protest. Be listening. There's rumblings in the ground and change in the air.
So when the president says about every 10 years our profits would take a dip, and in order to maintain our income, we had to do what we had to do. I hope you enjoyed the walk on this April day. I hope you guys stay warm. And the next person is right up over there. Okay. Oh.